Welcome to Southern River Sports. I'm your host, Terry Erickson. Each week, an inside look into sports, into wellness, into fitness. We look far and wide for key celebrities at their high schools on this show. We found two at the home of the Rangers, Lacrosse Logan. We found two of the most talented tennis players that maybe have ever played and wore a Rangers uniform. And they are two seniors, Ben Fowler and Avery Schams. Welcome to the show, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, I keep track of all sports, not only at Logan, but throughout the community. And with our 5 children, they've played many sports. And our youngest daughter played tennis. So I watch a lot of tennis because she kind of got me interested. So when I say two of the better tennis players, that is absolutely correct. Now, before we get into all the other sports and learning more about you, in a matter of days, now as we tape the show here, you're graduating. And in the blink of the eye, Ben, it's all over with. What's your thought? A lot of people don't take advantage of all the opportunities and activities you saw in high school. I think you did.
Yeah, it's crazy to think that's going to be over with here. My last day of school was last Friday, and I'm so thankful for all the great teachers I had and the great experiences in the sports I've played. Yeah, it's sad, but it's also exciting to have a new chapter in my life to begin here soon.
And Avery, too, when you reflect on your freshman year and all of a sudden it's all over with, is it emotional for you?
Yeah, it's been kind of emotional this past week or two, really realizing that it's all going to be done soon, and kind of looking back on how some things really were a lot different than what I saw them to be when I was a freshman.
You know, some people graduate and they look back and they have some regrets. Do you have any?
I mean, probably would have done a little more homework, but other than that, not.
But you're a good student. You've achieved a lot of success academically.
There's still room for improvement, I'll say.
Well, I mean, you had to manage your time, Ben. You know, 3-sport athlete. You had to manage your time, even though you are strong academically. Because unlike a lot of young people that maybe don't have a clear vision of what they want to do, you didn't take the easy route. You took difficult classes. Talk about some of those.
Yeah, I always strove to take as challenging classes as I could. I know that's what colleges look at, not just for GPA, but also the strength of your schedule. And I know I wanted to challenge myself because I knew I could perform well in those classes. So, yeah, to me it was a no-brainer to take all honors and AP classes my junior, senior year.
What were some of the most difficult classes you had?
This year I took AP Calculus, which Avery also took, which is definitely a hard class.
I didn't take that, by the way. that would have been a huge challenge.
Yeah, it was tough. A lot of homework, but I'm glad it's over with.
Did you have a favorite teacher, Ben?
My AP Calculus teacher, Miss Kaminsky, she was great. She had
Is that because she helped you get through the class, or what?
Yeah, she's just a great person.
Yeah, really great.
She's had such a great positive impact on my life, and I had her freshman year for honors geometry, and she just cares about all of her students, and she's really a great person.
Well, there's so many good teachers, and now our 2 grandsons are at Logan, and they talk about the culture and so on. What's special about Logan High School? Some of our viewers, many of our viewers, you know, they don't know about Logan at all, and maybe their kids go to another school. And all schools are good in the area, by the way, but what's your takeaway on what's special?
At Logan, there's just a lot of opportunities. The different types of classes that are available and the different kinds of experiences that we can, or that Logan offers. I think I took advantage of a lot of the opportunities and took a lot of different types of classes, which helps me know what I want to do in college. So.
Did you have a favorite teacher too?
I had a few that were very pivotal, I would say, in my high school. My junior year English teacher, Mr. Carlson, he got me to like English. And then my science teacher, Mr. Ziegler,
Mm-hmm.
I would say.
Well, you've had a lot of coaches throughout multiple sports and teachers and so on. Describe for our viewers what the ingredients are in a teacher that you like, a coach that you like to play for.
It really takes someone that cares about me and my success. Because if they don't seem to care, then it's hard to really try and do well for them.
Ben, you're gonna fast forward your life to possibly doing some coaching at some point. You do some coaching now in the summer and teaching and so on, but you're going to coach a team, a tennis team in the future. What kind of a coach would you be?
I definitely want to show my kids that I care about them, because like what Avery said, what makes a great coach is showing people that you care about them, and that makes them want to work hard for you. I hope I wouldn't be too strict of a coach, but yeah, definitely show the kids that I care about them.
Strict meaning you would have high expectations for them.
Yes.
And good teachers and good coaches don't just allow students or athletes just to kind of be mediocre when indeed they could rise to a higher level. Is that correct?
Sir. Yes, sir, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, what I always like to talk to our guests about kind of taking a trip down memory lane. So take a trip, starting with you, Ben, down memory lane to when you were very young, grade school. And you probably already had a gift and an interest in athletics. Go back and think about those days and maybe who inspired you and some of your defining moments.
I've always been wanting to run around outside, whether just in the neighborhood playing with friends, or else it was at recess just playing games. I've always wanted to be active, be outside, running around. Yeah, definitely some pivotal moments. Probably be going into 6th grade, joining tennis. Definitely first organized team tennis. That was, I loved it. I loved every minute of it.
Did anybody back there in those days see the multi-sport gift in you and inspire you to take that next level to become one of the better athletes that Logan has had for many years?
My middle school tennis coach, Coach Lowe, he was a great guy. He always pushed me. He knew I had it in me, so he always pushed me every day in practice to be my best.
Take a trip, Avery, down memory lane and share some of your thoughts.
I think I was probably a lot like Ben when I was younger and just wanted to be active all the time. I don't think there was ever more than a month between sports seasons that that I wasn't in a sports season at a time. I would go baseball, basketball, soccer for a while. I did flag football, tennis, and I just really wanted to stay as active as I could.
Yeah, and it shows. Well, you're both captains, and a lot of times it's kind of maybe an empty word for some people, a captain. What does a captain mean? Well, some people, like that you're just your name, you have some leadership skills, but there's really not a defined way that a captain operates. What is a captain to you? How do you lead your team, Avery?
I like to lead by example and always try and give my all in practice and always try and stay focused and encourage my teammates to do their best. I also try and keep people from goofing around too much at practice without just being like a little stickler.
And Ben, you have the same leadership. Captain in hockey, captain in tennis. I mean, your leadership skills are apparent. To be a captain, how do you display your leadership?
Like Avery, I strongly believe a captain should be someone who leads by example. I think it's easy to lead if you can show everyone like how to do things and how to, if you're great at what you do, others will look up to you and try to strive to be as good as you are.
And if there's drama and there's issues or some athletes are not living up to their expectation, is that the role of a captain to step in?
Absolutely, yeah. If someone's going through a fluke or someone's not living up to their potential, a captain should definitely let them know what's going on.
Yeah, good. And I'm sure you both do that. We're going to step aside just for a minute. When we come back, we're going to learn much more in detail, up close and personal, with Ben and with Avery. We'll be right back.
With our busy lives, it's a comfort to know that we can still remember loved ones in a traditional way with a monument. Lewiston Monuments in Lewiston, Minnesota has been helping families purchase a monument for over 4 generations. You'll find a large selection of beautiful granite, marble, and bronze monuments, all at competitive prices. And they're a full-service company, so they also do straightening, cleaning, and repair of monuments. Stop in or call for a no-obligation consultation, or visit lewistonmonument.com for more information.
At Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning, we have assembled a championship team
who listens to what your needs are.
We install carrier comfort systems that improve the comfort, efficiency, and the air quality of your home and workplace.
We serve you with highly trained technicians who are prompt, friendly, and honest.
For Gold Star treatment, turn to the experts, Carrier and Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning.
Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning, your comfort is our business.
Welcome back to Seven Rivers Sports. Great interview today with Ben Fowler and Avery Schams, 2 of Logan's best in the classroom and on the athletic field. Well, I'm going to share some things about these 2 guys and then have them react. Avery Schams, senior, academic honors, athletic honors, captain, most dedicated. Your coach said, who's a friend of mine, Lee Retzloff, said, Avery Schams, the most dedicated athlete he has had in 43 years of coaching. Wow. What's your reaction to that?
I don't really know what to say. I love tennis, and I've always wanted to be as good as I could and play as much as I can. I don't know what to say about in 43 years. I feel like there's been someone else that's been at least as dedicated.
According to your coach, you're number 1. That is one lofty statement.
Yeah.
And maybe that's why, Avery Schams, you also won the Tom Yeske Leadership Award. What was your thoughts on that?
I was surprised to get it, I'll say. I wasn't aware that I was getting anything, so it's always fun to get an award.
Well, I know the history of that award because I know the Yeske family. And so so it's meaningful, it's powerful, it's emotional, it's special. And did you I'm sure you felt that way when you received it.
Yeah, like I said, I was very surprised. I was not expecting to get an award, especially an award like that.
Yeah, well, now this Ben Fowler, unbelievable, like Avery, first ever tennis player, first ever in the history of Logan High School, back in the 20s, Athlete of the Year. Athlete of the Year because of his involvement in hockey, where he was outstanding. Football, we had plenty of games here, lots of Logan games. You probably watched all the replays of them.
Mm-hmm, yes, sir.
And we remember, we talked about you a lot. Athlete of the Year, captain, played in tennis state tournament all 4 years. Academic scholar, athlete, but leadership, your coach said to me that your leadership is something special and one of the most talented, selfless players he has ever coached. But Athlete of the Year, pretty special. What were your thoughts on that?
Yeah, that's been a big goal for me. All throughout high school is to be Athlete of the Year. That was something special last night to receive that award. Just values all my work ethic and all the work I put in the gym and the hours on the tennis court, and yeah, it's great to be recognized.
Well, both tremendous honors. 2-time MVC Tennis Player of the Year, gone to state every time, as we mentioned, MVC first team every single year. Hockey, the same kind of honors, captains. You have achieved more, perhaps, than you expected?
I don't know. I have high expectations for myself, so I don't know if I could succeed that. But yeah, I definitely push myself every day and have high expectations for myself. So
most good athletes are very hard on themselves. They're always looking to achieve more. They're never in the temple of mediocrity or satisfaction. Does that describe you, Ben?
I think so, yeah. I push myself every day, and I believe that you should always be the hardest working person in the room, and I try to live my life by that, and I think it's been showing lately.
But what you exemplify, and that's why you both are guests on the show, you exemplify that your hard work, your high expectations start in the classroom.
Yes. Obviously school is first. School's always came first before sports. I push myself in school and also out of school, but yeah, school is something.
Avery, along with Garrett Simmons, the #1 doubles, qualified for state. You're both going to state.
Very excited.
And both of you, I think, not when you look at the 9 times at Logan, I think 4 times in the history of tennis in the MVC, and you're back-to-back MVC champs and back-to-back in the 90s. But you're going to state too, and you've accomplished a great deal, as we've talked about. But talk about what you expect, starting with you, Avery, at state.
I don't really know what to expect. This is my first time ever going to state. Sadly, I wasn't able to go watch Ben in the past, but I don't have any idea what level we're gonna go up against. I'm hoping to win a couple matches at state. That'd be really awesome to end my senior year with a couple matches at state. I'm
confident you'll bring your A game. And if you need some advice from somebody that's been there, this is the 4th time, turn to your left. This guy, what are you expecting this year? What are we going to see after the state tournament? Are we going to read about you and winning a state championship?
Hopefully, but it's nice being able to go every year, and every year trying to be better than I did before. So it's nice going there 4 years and kind of knowing what to expect now. But it's a little different with the team state. We've never gone as a team, so I don't know what to expect there. But individually, I have high expectations for myself and for my counterparts.
And I would think you'd have a lot of friends, family watching you in Madison.
Yes.
At state. A rapid fire drill, you know what that is, where you, like, I throw about multiple tennis balls at you and you have to react. Well, that's what this drill is right here. Right. Ben, philosophy of life. I know you're I don't know you that well, but just a little, just reading your body language, you're kind of a guy that's full of depth and substance, aren't you? Philosophy of life.
Philosophy of life, say work hard, play harder. That would be my philosophy right there.
Is that kind of your saying too that you live by?
Yeah, yeah. I also, like I said earlier, you should always be the hardest person in the room, and yeah.
Next year you're going to Madison.
Yes, sir.
And let's move to that chapter. So your major and perhaps your career someday?
Right now I'm undecided. I've kind of explored the engineering field a little bit, but who knows where I might end up in 4 years.
There's no hurry, Ben. Just go to school, go to class, stay off of State Street, keep your nose clean, and you'll be fine, right?
Yes, sir.
And Avery, you're deep. I don't know you that well either, but I had you in class a few times, and you're somebody full of the same kind of characteristics: depth, substance, intelligence. Philosophy of life for you?
I feel like my philosophy on life is similar to Ben's, the work hard, play harder. I don't...
But you have fun in life too.
Yeah, and thus the play harder.
You know, a lot of people throughout the world, young people, people at any age, are not content with their life. They're always looking for something else. Are you content?
Not exactly. I would like to do more, but at the same time, I'm happy with where I'm at right now.
Avery, you've achieved a great deal. A lot of people would have never achieved anything you've done, and you're only 18 years old. That's quite an accomplishment. So next year, share with our viewers what you're going to be doing.
I'm going to be going to UWL and studying computer science, and I'm hoping to play on their varsity tennis team.
Hobbies. When you're not studying, you're not playing tennis, and you're a multi-sport athlete, what would we find Avery Schams doing?
I read a little bit. I go hiking. I play a lot of tennis for fun too.
Do you? Can I hire you to work with a weekend warrior like me to help improve my tennis game?
I don't know.
Probably cost me a lot of money. Huh? Maybe Ben's. Maybe your fee wouldn't be as large as Avery's.
Sure, yeah.
You could do that.
Absolutely.
What would we find you doing during an off day?
You'll find me at the gym, probably.
The gym I go to.
Some weights, yeah.
Helping me lift weights?
Yep. I'll be there. If I'm not there, I'm out somewhere hunting or fishing or hiking around with friends. But yeah, I definitely enjoy working out in my free time.
What would your classmates say about you?
I think they'd say I'm a hard worker, that very accomplished, and hopefully a good person overall.
One word that describes you, Avery. What would that be?
Fun.
Fun. One word that describes you?
I was going to say fun.
Really?
Man.
If you could spend a week anywhere in this world, where would you spend it?
I've always wanted to go to New Zealand, hike around there, kind of explore. It's beautiful.
You got an adventurous spirit?
I think so, yeah. I think I take after my sister, who's been all over the world, and yeah, hopefully I can have some experiences she's had.
By the way, your family supports you a lot. I know they go to a lot of your events and so on, and that's a big part of your life. Avery, the same. And if you could go somewhere for a week's vacation, where would that be?
I'd like to go a lot of places, but probably top of my list would be Australia.
Okay. Yeah, well, you both have the same idea as I have. So, well, good. It's been great to have you on the show, and I know a lot of people may not know Avery Schams and Ben Fowler, but now they do, and I'm sure they're as impressed as I am with you two student athletes. So, good luck at state, and it was great to have you on the show.
Thank you, Terry.
All right. We'll be back with some closing thoughts right after this.
At Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning, we have assembled a championship team
Who listens to what your needs are.
We install carrier comfort systems that improve the comfort, efficiency, and the air quality of your home and workplace.
We serve you with highly trained technicians who are prompt, friendly, and honest.
For Gold Star treatment, turn to the experts, Carrier and Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning.
Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning. Your comfort is our business.
When you're faced with the decision of selecting a monument to honor someone dear to you, call Lewiston Monuments for a no-obligation consultation. Lewiston Monument is a full-service monument company, serving families in Iowa, Minnesota, and Wisconsin for over 4 generations. You'll find beautiful granite, marble, and bronze memorials, all at competitive prices. Their experts can help you design the perfect and unique memorial. Lewiston Monument. Call today or on the web at lewistonmonument.com.
Welcome back to Seven Rivers Sports. Well, I hope you enjoyed our interview with Avery Schams and Ben Fowler, two outstanding Logan High School tennis players who went on to participate at the state level. Several local athletes were recently honored by the WIA as State Scholar Athletes of the Year. They include Dana Fian of GET, David Benucci of Onalaska Luther, Megan Scheit of Aquinas, and Jared Payne of Seneca, along with Ashley Lockington of Bangor High School. We congratulate these exemplary student athletes. We are broadening our list of guests as we continue to look for ways to improve the show. If you have an idea for a guest or a topic, please contact us here at the studio. Check your listings as we continue to bring you Knights of Thunder Racing every Thursday and every Sunday evening at 7 p.m. Thanks for joining us this week. Next week, we profile 2 Logan High School track and field stars who advanced to the state meet, Tanner Bogey and Sterling Roper. Hope you can join us for that interview. Until next week, I'm your host, Terry Erickson, hoping that you will have an active and a healthy weekend.